There's no such thing as perfect. Perfection is unachievable. Everything in the universe falls somewhere within a range. Trees, books, plants, hair, vegetables. When you're buying a cucumber, it's okay to be picky. You can go for the biggest one in the box if you want to. Cucumbers don't mind. However, when it comes to human beings, we should not care about size. The size of a person is not related to how they are on the inside. The best way to choose your friends is based on how they act, not how they look. I choose friends based on how smart and nice people I have stuff in common with, but also people might on sides. Wait, no, I skipped it. Who might challenge my worldview on things and make me think. I don't choose my friends based on size. That's a way to choose fruit, not friends. Worrying about your body shape can seriously affect how you think about yourself and those around you. If you feel self-conscious about your weight, you're more likely to hide indoors, which means you're less likely to access vitamin D and exercise. Their weight, they are more likely to eat less, to try and lose weight, which can trigger an eating disorder. The two main factors that influence whether you will get an eating disorder are genetics and environment. We can't do everything about our genes, but we can change our social environments. But why would this worry about the way people were treating you? Mostly because it's important to us, the people around us, and us like us. And the reason people like you is because of the way you look. But did you know that the way we look at body size is taught to us by society we live in? Our culture affects the way we think, act, and perceive. For example, Vikings probably valued physical size because strength our bare hands. Because strength was important to them for survival. But in this era, we are not having to kill animals with our bare hands anymore. In some societies, being bigger increases your physical attractiveness. The society we live in creates our idea of perfection. It would be very hard to change that, but we can challenge it. Sometimes size does matter. You don't want a chair that's too high to sit in or a doorway that's too low for people to get under. There are some jobs where being a particular size is helpful. Some sports, like basketball, being tall is a definite advantage. If you are a builder, it might help to be taller and stronger, and if you are a fighter, pilot, being smaller is an advantage, because you are going to be sitting in a very small cockpit. But most jobs, it doesn't really matter what size you are. There is no such thing as perfect, but there is definitely a lot of pressure on everyone in our society to try and be perfect. But the idea of perfection is different depending on where you live. People are always trying to be what other people want them to be, but when it comes to human beings, we should not care about size, instead damaging ourselves to trying to be perfect. We should try and do things that make us feel better about ourselves, and that includes choosing friends or for who they are on the inside, not on how they look on the outside.